Dad, can you tell me about the birds and the bees?
I don't know much about the birds and the bees, son, but I do know that the top 3 questions for Tiger Fitness's Q&A are coming right up. Boom! Like this video, subscribe to this channel, and click on the link in the description box below to sign up for the Tiger Fitness newsletter. Within a week of publishing this video, we will give out a $50 gift card to tigerfitness.com to one lucky person who does all of these steps. Boom! What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, tigerfitness.com CEO, MTS Nutrition, Exos Trainer. Guys, the Q&A has gone phenomenal. I have a lot to catch up on. I had a lot of stuff going on. I will get to every single question. Anyway, if you want to ask your question, feel free to click on that link in the description box. The upvoted question, most upvoted question, most likely will be chosen. Unless it's a redundant question we've already answered it before, or you've already won before, but we will choose the 3 best questions to answer. And a lot of it has to do with upvoting or downvoting. So not only ask your questions, upvote the ones you want to see, and downvote the ones you don't want to see. Anyway, the link is right down below. So today, this week's winners are Mitchell Hawes, Ping Golfer 96, and AlphaRansom. All you guys will be emailed and will receive a $50 gift card for Tiger Fitness. Also in the intro of this video, if you like, subscribe, and if you like this video, subscribe to the channel and subscribe to the newsletter in the description box below. You also enter a chance to win a gift card. We are giving those away as well. Give away about 14 to 20 total a week. That's $50 a piece. You get it. It's about $1,000 in gift cards a week. Anyway, guys, here's the 3 questions. I'm going to answer them in no particular order. I try to research these a little as possible to go off the top of my head of what I'd answer. If we were in a setting where, let's say we're at an event I'm at and you ask me a question, I want this to be as conversational as possible. And again, comment down below or ask more questions on the forum. I really appreciate you guys watching this, and we're here to help you with your every need. From Mitchell Hawes, do testosterone boosters aid in anabolic response regardless of your age? Are there more benefits with this type of supplement after a certain age? Hi, I am 21 years old and seeing test boosters are worth the money. Seeing if test boosters are worth the money. I know my levels are probably the highest they will be regarding my age, but if I take them, it would put me in a more anabolic environment. The answer is most likely yes. Bar it for the certain non-responders, which there probably are. You look at something like D-aspartic acid, the studies were done in young males, and they garnered a 40% increase in testosterone over 8 days. You look at something like Insurgent, we had a gentleman take it who was at 900 testosterone, which is very high. It put him up to 1400. On the other side, we had someone at 150, it put him up to 450. Is that necessarily enough? For example, if you take exogenous hormones like a testosterone, you could go from, excuse me, you go from 150 to 5,000. That's super physiological. But what natural testosterone boosters like Insurgent and Barracuda do is they raise your testosterone to within high normal levels. It's not going to put you in a super physiological exogenous-like level. However, a 40% increase in testosterone is still a 40% or a 20% increase in testosterone. That puts you in an environment more conducive to gains, in my opinion. And if someone is dieting, let's say for a show, and they're likely to drop off, this will help prevent the drop off in testosterone you will have from eating a submaximal foods or suboptimal caloric intake. It will prevent that. So while it doesn't have a direct, people are like, well, there's no direct correlation. Yeah, but your body's not just, you can't, there's no supplements that are going to directly correlate where if you take it, boom, it puts you, it directly correlated to muscle gain. It's something that aids in an anabolic environment to help you grow muscle. And the key is to keep your body as healthy and as optimized in the hormone department as possible to optimize your gains through a long period of time. And that's where a natural testosterone booster will work. So I do think that something like Insurgent, something like Barracuda will help you get results, or will aid you in getting results, will supplement you in getting results over not taking them. Are they needed? No, nothing's needed. Will they help? Absolutely, they will help. I will stand behind the statement that they will help. Hopefully that's your question, Mitchell, and enjoy the $50. Which buys you a pre-workout, most of a tub of protein, you're good to go. Diet and testosterone levels from Ping Golfer 96. Can short or long-term dieting cause significant suppression of testosterone? Currently 21 years old, 6'2" male, have been long-term dieting for my job. He's an actor and model. I suffer from low test and thyroid. Curious on your thoughts on this. Also, I'm on exogenous TRT and thyroid replacement, but doctor wants me off testosterone once I gain more weight and check bloods. I asked if PCT would be needed to increase my LH and natural tests. He said no. Your thoughts? Well, my thoughts are absolutely. If your body's in a fasted or a calorically deprived state, what's going to happen is your body's going to, well, let's get science out the door. Let's completely go off track. Let's fall off the train tracks. Let's bring it down to brovolution. That's right, brovolution, bro and evolution. If you're a caveman, okay, and you are starving, right, and there's no food, all the woolly mammoths have gone north, right? Do you think that it would be a good idea to bring life into this world, to procreate, to have a baby? Probably not. So your body will naturally be like, you know what? I need to sustain life. So I'm going to save my energy. It would normally go towards sex drive and hormones and making me, you know, want to do chicks. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to conserve this because I don't need more food. I don't need more babies running around. I can't even feed myself. And I'm going to just save this and we're going to survive. The body's built for survival. Building muscle and burning fat is not good for survival. Fat is a very, 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 very good source of energy. In fact, stored fat is energy. Calories are energy. It's stored calories. So when you to replace your fat, or you have muscle instead of fat, you can't really replace. You can't, like, fat doesn't convert to muscle. When that happens, what happens? Muscle is extremely metabolically, it's needy. It's needy. It's like that girlfriend you had that kept calling you, that stalked you. That's what muscle is. So your body naturally wants to decrease muscle and increase fat for survival. So if, let's say, in the winter you're in a food shortage, your body's like, hey, I can just live on this stored energy known as fat. So yes, it will absolutely be deleterious to your hormone levels. It can absolutely affect your thyroid. And I've known a lot of people who haven't gotten erections for months after competing. I've known a lot of people who've had thyroid issues, a lot of women, especially with thyroid issues from dieting. A lot of reasons bodybuilders take thyroid hormones when dieting, because it's your thyroid just shuts down. It's trying to conserve, it's trying to survive. So absolutely can. As for not needing any PCT, I believe that your doctor might be right. If you get your body in a fed or a non-starvation state, your body just might kick back over time. It'll take longer than if you use like a Novadex or an HCG most likely, but I'm sure the doctor just wants to get you back to not needing anything as soon as possible. Okay, well, Ping Golfer 96, hope that answered your question. Enjoy the $50 gains. Best protein for gains from AlphaRansom. I see a lot of different opinions and studies regarding best protein for lean mass building. Do you recommend a protein blend or a pure whey isolate for best results? I recommend a good whey blend. I recommend a whey concentrate, whey isolate, whey concentrate. Like in my machine whey, I also make it isolate. It's going to be out in 2 weeks. We redid it. It's all grass-fed, all natural. For those of you who don't like artificial things, right? So, reason being, I have an article on this actually, somewhere on the web, that basically states that whey protein is as close to whole food and natural as possible. You also have the immune benefits, and you have the growth factors from whey protein that are, the more you process, the more you isolate a whey protein, the more you take out the benefits that makes whey protein gorgeous. All right, so my goal is just to use just enough isolate to keep the carbs and fat down so it fits in most people's diet, which is why we have an isolate and concentrate blend. I believe blends are bullshit unless all you eat is protein in a fasted state, protein powder. If you combine it with fat and carbs, the main thing is you want to get quantity over quality, okay? That's number one. But why not get the best of both worlds? The thing about whey protein is not only does it have the best amino acid profile, it also has the highest biological value. A casein is around 80. An egg is at 100. Whey protein is anywhere between 107 and 150, depending on the chart you use. Whey protein is the best. This is why I make MTS whey. However, I also make an isolate if you are lactose intolerant or if you want something without natural artificial colors or sweeteners or any of that. So I am all for a whey protein blend like MTS Nutrition Machine Whey. And I sell an isolate, so that's coming straight from the bottom of my heart. Anyway, guys, I'm Marc Lobliner, tigerfitness.com. Click on the link down below and ask your questions. Be sure to participate, help people out in case I can't get to everything, and that's not a game.